welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world.
In 2025, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots magazine, the 5th anniversary of Queer News Tonight with nearly 10,000 stories and 10 million views in 2024. We produced the 25th anniversary of the Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th, Pride Vet Diversity Pride in August, and Pride Fort Lauderdale next February.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBT community organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Queer God Squad pays tribute to lesbian Ruth Ellis, who lived to be 100 and did a lot of good in her century. Ruth Ellis died in 2000. She was a remarkable African-American lesbian activist whose life spanned a century of profound social change. Born in Springfield, Illinois, she lived openly as a lesbian from a young age, a rarity for her time. In 1937, Ellis moved to Detroit with her partner, Ceciline, Babe, Franklin, and together they established Ellis Franklin Printing Co, the first woman-owned printing shop in Michigan. Beyond her entrepreneurial spirit, Ellis's home became a vital haven for Black, gay, and lesbian individuals, affectionately known as the Gay Spot. It served as a social hub and a refuge, offering community and support when few other venues existed. Ellis was renowned for her generosity, providing financial assistance, food, and even college tuition to those in need, particularly young people. Her unwavering advocacy for LGBTQ+ and African-American rights continued throughout her life, earning her widespread recognition. Her legacy lives on through the Ruth Ellis Center in Detroit, an organization dedicated to supporting homeless LGBTQ+ youth, continuing her mission of providing safety and community. What a powerful woman at a time when it would have been so difficult to do so, identifying as an out lesbian. When I hear people like Ruth Ellis, it actually brings me joy that people that can just own their authentic self and speak out and do the hard work of being themselves in a time when there was huge pushback, being gay, being African-American, being a woman. I mean, those were three pretty significant strikes, but she did so much so that the city of Detroit recognizes her with this Ruth Ellis Center.
Yeah, the very embodiment of intersectionality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, in that time, not that this isn't such a time also, but really she had to face racism and misogyny and homophobia all at once, and yet rather than just survive, she took it on and helped others. That she was as much philanthropist as activist. That's sort of a rare combination. Yeah. And I can't prove this. I'm not a gerontologist. I'm not a geneticist. I'm not a researcher. But I think that because she was so active and had a purpose and was making other lives better, I think that was part of her longevity. I think that's because she had a reason to keep doing things. So she kept waking up and doing things. And when I saw that photo of her at the Dyke March, and she was wearing the T-shirt,
yes,
way ahead of her time with that. Now, like people my age, I remember, girls, 18, 19, 20, they would call themselves dyke. Sometimes dyke would be to distinguish like kinds of, like how you showed up in the world. Like there were lipstick lesbians and chapstick lesbians and dipstick lesbians. And the dipstick lesbians were sometimes called dykes or would call themselves dykes. But that sort of became less compartmentalized. And then you'd see 10 years later, you'd see these cute little lesbian girls hanging around an older lesbian who could be any of those types, but they were just around because the energy, the mentorship, oh look, somebody's like, and they would refer to them lovingly as little dyklets. I mean, they could just be painted like a drag queen, but they would still, oh, these little dyklets. And it's actually a word I don't hear as much now. I don't know if it's gone off favor or if I just don't hang around circles where that word's used, but it does remind me of the power of reclamation, and that at that time and at her age, she was demonstrating, this is not an ugly word to me. This, if you're talking about me, it's a good word because I'm a good thing. And so I love that power of reclamation, and she was demonstrating all of it, taking on racism, taking on sexism, taking on homophobia, heterosexism, reclaiming words, helping others. Of course, she lived 100 years. She needed that to get all that done.
There's actually, I just want to jump in. There was a great documentary done about Ruth Ellis. And the one thing that they said about her is that she loved to dance. She loved to dance. And she would go to the dances and she would go around to the tables and ask all the women to dance. And of course, 99% of them got out there and danced with her.
If you didn't even like to dance, you'd dance with her.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
I tell you, I don't know if we really understand how good a person Ruth Ellis had to be. She was a colored, queer woman in business in a time where that just didn't happen. So imagine the energy that she had, that she was able to just push all of that craziness aside, run her business and make it a successful one while she's still taking care of her community. Yay.
And found time for romance too. Like she had a partner.
Right.
Yes. So in addition to that, and of course, partners take care of each other. Your home life, your family life, that add another layer, that she's also demonstrating stability in family life in that sort of wholesome bit of our community.
And I like the fact that she opened up her home called known as the gay spot.
Yay.
You know, how many of us would have benefited from a gay spot as kids growing up?
Yeah.
But you know, here Ruth and her partner provided that safe haven for people who were questioning, wondering, and just also facing the oppressions of the time and all the discrimination stuff at the time. But you had this place you could go to. And I'm sure in my mind's eye, there was a pot on the stove. There was always something to drink. There was always something to eat. And you just sit around the kitchen table. I mean, my vision of this is that all of this took place in the kitchen, where there was food, there was talking about
beans and cornbread every day.
Beans and
just
cornbread,
there for,
it was just there. You know, a bowl of soup or something. But you just talked about the issues that they were facing at that time, and probably about how you get through it and how you make it and how you're gonna make it. The encourager became an encourager to others. You know, given her time frame, you know, just do the numbers real quick. You know, she was not moved far from slavery. Her parents were probably slaves, and she just brought all of that good stock forward with her and put it in those that she surrounded herself with.
Yeah,
so true.
Well, that's the day with the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, we want to invite you to join Sunshine Cathedral for a wonderful travel experience and help our mission for our community. Join Divine Science Everywhere for a 5-day cruise aboard the MSC Seashore starting at just $299. Departing on November 2nd, 2025, this all-inclusive getaway includes free Wi-Fi throughout your journey. Enjoy open bar access for only an additional $99. You'll explore Nassau and Paradise Island, Bahamas, and relax on MSC's exclusive island, Ocean Cay Marine Reserve. Special perks from the Happening Out Travel Club include private happy hours and exclusive dining events. You can book your spot with a $199 deposit. This nonprofit 501c3 trip is provided at a substantial price decrease because of the charity fundraising educational mission of the travel club. We invite you to join us on this amazing cruise for fun, this vital cruise for good.
Get ready for an incredible journey on the ultra deluxe MSC Seashore. This 170,000-ton, $1 billion ship offers 5-day cruises from just $299. With free transfers from Ocala, the Villages, and Leesburg, getting to Port Canaveral is easy and convenient for you. There is more. You can upgrade the experience with our $99 open bar package and enjoy unlimited drinks, cocktails, coffee, and more for not one, not two, but every day of your cruise. Your special travel club package also includes free Wi-Fi. This MSC Seashore cruise will take you to Nassau and Paradise Island. You also enjoy the pristine beauty of Ocean Cay Marine Reserve, the world's top-rated private island experience. It's a slice of paradise waiting for you. Plus, your open bar access extends to the exclusive Ocean Cay Island too. So, if you dream of sipping on drinks and unwinding on stunning beaches, this is the day for you. When you purchase the $99 bar package, you also receive complimentary Wi-Fi for all 5 days, so that you can share every unforgettable moment with ease with the world. You'll also enjoy exclusive onboard events with fellow travelers, from private happy hours to special dinners. It's all included just for you. Last but not least is the ease of booking this trip. You can secure your spot with just $199 deposit and then pay just $49 a month. Why wait? Book your cruise today for the adventure of a lifetime. Call today to book your dream journey on the MSC Seashore Cruise.
I invite you to share this episode on your social media, and I also welcome you to find Sunshine Cathedral on Facebook or Instagram. You can also like our Bishop pages on Facebook. My page is Bishop Robert Griffin, D-Men, and Darrell's is Bishop Darrell Watkins, D-Men. We're also on TikTok. Remember to visit sunshinecathedral.org frequently. There you will also find Bishop Talk, where I often, with Bishop Darrell Watkins, interview queer religious leaders, activists, and scholars.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we are all in this together, and also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.